Hello and welcome to What's Your Story? We are gonna look what the moon's story is all about. And the vibe is, I don't know, kind of neutral. I will probably provoke you with some questions because Gate 32, where the moon is hanging out, is sustainability is a word that is very popular and trendy. But what does it actually mean? Because you know, there can be paranoia, there can be propaganda, there can be so many fucking stories out there that will have you believe that you have to do this and that and blah, blah, blah to keep this world sustainable. Well, in the nature of things, we all are a geometric pattern of this natural world. You and me happen to be humans. So, we are challenged by many fears. And to really be sustainable, what does it mean? Well, to me, it means that you are yourself. And how are you yourself? Yeah, you make your decisions as yourself. So this is a full moon really redirecting you into looking at what the fuck are you doing? And who are you? And what the fuck is up? Because the sun is also hanging out in gate 42, which is about endings. So there might be cycles of endings right now. Where are you still keeping yourself a victim of certain cycles? Which ones are really ready to be ended? And I'm saying this from a place of I do know and understand that certain cycles, they are what they are and they cannot be ended before they're supposed to be ended. But I feel now that there's certain cycles that are really ready to be released. And thanks to definitely what is happening in the transit world. Oh my God. Have you had a look at it? Let me show you. Let me show you. I'm gonna share the screen. Where is it? Here we are. So sun is streaming us with neutrinos with gate 42, the gate of endings. Earth, gate 32, as the moon, gate 32. And what else is happening here? Richard talks about the gate 32 about, and also gate 32 is about the fear of failure. And what does that mean? The fear of failure as humanity? Well, the only reason we fail as humanity is if we're not true to ourselves. And facing that fear is a theme very much at the moment. And gate 36, that is, has been challenging us for many years now, I would say. But gate 36 is really about, are you playing the separation game or are you opening your heart and seeing things for what they are? Because right now you can go on a full-on fucking ego trip and think that you are the only way, and not seeing the whole picture. Because you know that we are one does not mean that we show up all the same. Definitely not. It means that you show up as your differentiated self. And I am beyond grateful to meet people this day that I can feel are alive. I don't give a shit of what is coming out of their mouth because I can feel it in their field. And that's what being alive means. That's what sustainability is. It's not about this facades of perfection and doing the right thing. The right thing is only you following your unique natural path, your unique rhythm as you are and who you are. That's how you're contributing to all of us. As soon as we're stepping into the separation energy, we are creating this divide energy. as we are not with each other. And Richard speaks about that in the shadow consciousness, this is all about focusing on that money would be the only way for us to survive. That's what we strive for. That's what the mind wants us to think is what will have us survive ourselves, which is a complete illusion because it's about us all contributing in our own unique nature for who we are. And yeah, we're walking on the street, and these streets are all creating an illusion. So whatever is happening in the transit in the planetary world can help you to become a mirror of your own energy where you are with yourself. This is not about creating that you are a victim of what is happening. But for myself, for example, that has a hanging gate 54 in an undefined root center and an undefined spleen center, this is really helpful. It's going to shine a light on my 54 energy. And the 54 has been very active lately, just not within myself, but also I feel I've attracted a lot of 54 energy. And I feel like this one is really releasing itself. It's a dragon energy. I feel it's releasing itself into it wants to speak, it wants to take up space, it wants to show itself for who it is. It really wants to face all these wounds, all these fears that we are carrying, and it wants to shed a light on it to not to see it from an objective lens, to ask yourself, where do you still keep things personal? And it's fine to feel it through and all of this, but can you zoom out and see, your wounding patterns, your emotional patterns, your defense mechanisms, your blaming, your excuses? Where are all these stories? What is going on with them? Can you take a moment and just have a look at them and ask yourself, like, what's going on here? Because we have Mars in gate 56, distraction. Where are you keeping yourself distracted from really experiencing yourself, experiencing your body's natural way of wanting to express itself? We have Neptune in gate 25. Can you relax into the nature, your spiritual nature? What's your relationship to your spiritual self? Jupiter in gate 45. How can we expand in our synergy, in the network, in how we work and relate to each other? Because we do need each other to be able to move forward as a species, but we also need to see things for what they are and who we are. And to do that, the only way is to understand and respect each other for who we actually are and how we make our decisions and what our wounds are and our relationship to the wounds and how your relationship with your wound to other wounds are. There's probably a lot of conflict going on at the minute. And this is all asking you, are you keeping an open heart? Can you see things for what they are? Or are you moving in the ego direction of, but me, myself, and I do this because I think you think you're lacking somewhere. Yeah, that's it pretty much. I mean, you can have a look at what's going on in your 10th house, which is about, career, your social status, what's going on. There's a lot of family. What's the family drama? How are things presenting on the outside, and how are things actually in the core of things? It's an invitation. If you haven't looked at patterns that are created during your childhood, this is an invitation to do that. Do the Venus sequence. Go look at your patterning and really tune into your child, your inner child, your inner teenager. I've had lots of dreams, which I'm really grateful about because it's about I've met my inner teenager and she's been really transforming some really difficult relationship from that time into I feel like she's releasing those timelines right now. And that is really the theme. The gate of endings, 42. What's sustainable? What is actually sustainable for you to move forward right now? Is there anything you can empty out? Empty out whatever is ready. It's not about, this is definitely not about forcing things to be complete, forcing things to be a certain way. This is not what this is about. This is about really allowing yourself to feel yourself and hold yourself and take a look at your emotional wounding patterns and see them for what they are so you can fully accept yourself because it doesn't define all of you, but you need to realize why they are there, and your relationship to that will help you transform your cycles wherever you're in the cycle. Okay, I think that is it. I think it's a very fascinating time, all of this that is happening. Oh my God. That gate 36. Open your heart. That's what that is asking. Open your heart. And that will include facing a lot of fears. A lot of fears. But Pluto in gate 41 can really help you with that. And this moon, gate 32, look at what is truly sustainable for you. Well, what is that? Just to really move forward as yourself. Release old stories. Don't let them don't let them distract you from the journey that you're doing, from who you are and what you came here to do. Okay, that will be enough for today and this full moon update. Thank you for tuning in and happy full moon.